Hello, Assalamu alaikum. This is Niamat once again with you. Actually, it's not a new video. It's the second part of the video which we made before with Mr. Wisdom Abode. That video was regarding IGC-1 and this video is regarding IGC-2 risk assessment pattern. As you know that this examination is all about the open book system, and today Mr. Wisdom gonna tell you about the risk assessment pattern, what you have to do in the risk assessment, how you will prepare it. You have to do it at your home. So what are the things they want you to do it in the exam to pass it? This is the things which Mr. Wisdom is going to tell you about it. So please carefully listen to him, whatever he's saying, because he was an HSE trainer. He is training many guys over here right now, and he knows about the pattern and these things better than anyone else. So you just have to listen to him properly and try to do the exam according to his instructions. Thank you so much. I will tell you about the realities of it, and if you want to have this risk assessment on your phones, on your laptops by email, you can just send me your email address on the comment box, so that I will send you this risk assessment which I made according to the instruction of Mr. Wisdom. I will send it to you through email. Just in the comment box put your full email, and thank you so much.
Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Health and Safety Go by Niamat Ullah. My name is Mr. Abode. Today I'm here to make a video about IGC-2. Okay? IGC-2 risk assessment. Because we made the first video about the open book assessment. So many people are still wondering, are we going to have open book assessment for IGC-2? It's not possible. We can't have that. Okay, so it's similar to what we had before. I'm just going to make us understand it better. Just little explanation. Okay? So basically, IGC-2 is risk assessment, as we know. The first thing we do is, when making your risk assessment or when submitting your paper, it's methodology. Methodology, that's when the company, the organization, the method, location, basically the information of your study case or your practical case. Where are you going for your practical? The methodology, that means the methods, the process you use. Or what are the processes that are going to lead to the final assessment? Practically, we need to have that, okay? You need a methodology, you need it's like a project work basically. So you need methodology. First, the company, the organization, the location, before you go into the risk assessment, okay? The method is basically the basis of your risk assessment, because there's a difference. In the UAE today, you cannot make the same risk assessment if you're going to, let's say, a 50 floor building. Yeah? A high-rise building, you cannot make the same risk assessment for a villa. No? So that is why the methodology is very important. If we know the kind of location you're going to, we know the kind of site you're heading to, then I can, as a trainer, that means as a trainer, I will know how to better mark you or how to better assess you. Because if I don't know where you are headed to, if I don't know if you're going to a villa, 15, 20, 30, depends what you're heading to. So basically your methodology helps me assess you, okay? So that when I'm going through your work, I'll know, okay, this risk assessment is for so and so project. It's for this and this purpose, okay? So it's better and it's for your good and for me to be able to give you the best assessment possible, okay? So I need to know, or the examiner or whoever needs to know the methodology, the location of the organization, the type of the organization, which you are heading to for your practicals, okay? Your risk assessment has to be done. Where you do it depends on you, okay? But I have to know where you're doing it or where you're heading to. You cannot go to a factory and give me a risk assessment for a construction site. Totally different. You cannot go to let's say a fast food, a food factory, and give me the same for a construction site. It doesn't work. So that is why, as a trainer, I need. So it's 10 minimum hazard. Okay, 10 minimum hazard. So the next step we go into is the priorities. You have to prioritize when you are making this risk assessment. You have to prioritize, okay? Likelihood, you have to explain better. What is the likelihood that this event occurred? What is the likelihood that this hazardous event happened? What is the likelihood that we had this near miss? Okay? So this likelihood, it has to be included. Some people don't usually mix it up, but make sure the likelihood of an event happening, the likelihood of a hazard happening, the likelihood of near miss, you need to prioritize. Likelihood is very important. Secondly, the moral, the legal, and legal consequence, both for the employer and the employees. What are the requirements? What are the legal requirements for the employer? What are the precautions that the employer needs to take to ensure he has a safe working environment? And you as an employee, what are your own roles to play to make sure you have a safe workable environment? Okay, so you have to make sure you cover the moral, the legal aspect of it. Okay, because if, for instance, you don't have third-party certification and something happened, an accident happened, there's a legal ramification for the company, and as a safety professional, there's a legal ramification for you. So you have to cover both morally and legally. The company has the duty to provide you with third-party certification. Your duty as a professional or as a risk assessor right now is to tell them the possible risk involved in not certifying or not getting third-party approved for a particular, maybe say a loading platform. You need, your moral responsibility is to tell the company to do it. The company is legally obliged to make it happen. In case of an accident, in case the likelihood of a near miss or something, you have your documentation. I sent an email to whoever is in charge of the project, whoever is in charge of whatever. You sent it and it was ignored. Okay, so you have to make sure you cover these bases. Your likelihood of this happening, the moral and legal ramification if it happens, company-wise or employee-wise. Okay, so as an employer, they have legal responsibility. As an employee, you have moral and also legal responsibility to the company. As a safety professional or as a prospective safety professional, you're making your risk assessment. This is something you do. This risk assessment, mind you, is more than 70% of your job as a safety professional. Understand? You need to know how to do it. So this assessment helps me, giving me minimum of 10 hazard. It helps me, and your methodology, your location, all this help me in assessing you. Okay, your moral and everything, and make sure you describe. Proper description is needed in every scenario. Proper description. If you have the hazard, the likelihood of this happening, the injury occurred, everything you are doing, you have your columns, your rows. Make sure they are properly descriptive. Okay, everything has to be described properly. Everything. Okay, so I know with this little information I've gathered or I've given to you, we can be able to say you can make your IGC-2 and you can make it successfully. Thank you very much.